Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and I'm at the what is it, Golden Eagle Casino. It's part of the Kickapoo Nation, Indian Nation. It's one of their places in northern Kansas. But anyway, one thing that's going on that I'm not sure what's happening is I'm not getting notification on people making comments on my videos. I love to answer questions, and because my videos, I'm talking about things that I've experienced and what I got out of it. You know, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's what I got out of it, and that's the kind of stuff that I make videos on, and then I'm waiting for somebody to correct me. You know, if I'm got the wrong idea, well, hell, educate me. Try to get smarter, and but anyway, I'm not getting notifications that people are making comments, so I don't know when people make comments or not. And I've got about 4,000 videos up, and so people ask questions about all kinds of stuff because my videos cover a lot of different things. And this one is same thing. What I want to talk about is fear. I've mentioned that people are scared, and it's hard to talk to people now. People act different, and one of the things is people are now I'm talking in general now. In general, people aren't aware of what's going on, and since they're not aware of everything, they jump to conclusions, and they're scared. And one of the things you hear me talk about is having morals, and we have a constitution. The constitution controls our government, and then once the government doesn't want to be constitutional, well, we got problems, and that's one of the reasons why people are scared. And it's one of the things I thought was kind of funny. I mentioned a few days ago I wasn't right, and I was tired, and things weren't right. And one of the things that I thought was really odd, and that's how many people said, you got the COVID, the virus, you got that virus. Yeah. And I thought it was funny because why would they even think something like that? I mean, I don't have any symptoms of anything like that. I said what it was. I was tired, and one thing is 90-degree weather, so it's a little. I notice I don't handle the heat as much as I used to. Not as well. And one of the things is, like I say, I got tired. But one of the things that I thought was odd, when people said something like the virus, that tells me they must be scared. They're scared of the virus. Oh, Mike's got the virus. I don't know what you're talking about. For one thing, and I mentioned I don't get sick, and I say last year is the first time I got sick, and I did some doctoring, medical doctor, and then, like I say, it made things worse. So I stopped taking medicine and stopped doing what the doctor was telling me, and I've got better and better and better all the time. But still, it's not the same as what I was before. And but the thing is, when people jump to conclusions, and that's a good example, you know, when you jump to conclusions like that, you're not thinking. You're not, you don't have your marbles together. And that's what you need to do. And that's where you hear me talk about being prepared. Being prepared means anything that scares you, if you prepare for it and you can handle it, then there's nothing to be scared of. And now I understand also people don't do as much stuff as I do. So people get scared over little things like getting sick. Okay. Oh, well, Mike, you should be scared because you're going to get sick. Well, if I am worried about being sick, I will take better care of myself. I'm not overweight. I'm active. But I say I'm slowing down, less active than what I used to be. And but the thing is, when there's something not right, I find out what's going on, and then I prepare. Okay, health-wise, that's why I don't get sick, So, but like I say, I do know that I'm getting older, and I mentioned that, I had to change the stuff that I used to do because I was super active clear up until 2019. And so, I mean, I was more active than the younger people. I mean, I can't believe these younger people don't have any experience. They haven't experienced anything. They've got youth and they haven't done anything. I mean, God, before I was 21, I did more things than most people have done their whole life. And then since then, I've owned businesses all my life. So I'm doing all kinds of stuff that I'm getting involved in all the time. And I'm learning all the time. I'm surprised people don't learn. And that's where you find people, when you hear me talk about people getting weak, they're weak because they're not growing their minds. And it's not always read the books and you're going to you're going to learn something. You got to do things. They stay in the same lifestyle, the same home, the same everything, and they've got a very limited life. And my life has not been limited at all. Just stuff that you've seen in my videos is where you hear me talking about some of the stuff that I've done. These are things that I can talk about in public. Well, that's why when I see people, I can answer any of their questions on all kinds of stuff. I tell them stuff that they didn't even know a lot of the stuff was even possible that I've done. And not only doing this weird stuff, not only in the United States, but outside the United States. Doing it in countries where I don't speak the language. I've done a lot of stuff. And the older you get and the more you don't do, that's the weakness that comes from catching up with you. Things you didn't do, and that weakness is catching up with you. And now, like I say, I've done everything. I've been doing things that I've already done before now. So, but I'm limited. on where I can go, what I can do, and stuff like that, because of, like I say, there's something going on with me, and I think it is the age. Now, I will be in, well, next week I'll be going to the doctor, and I'm really curious, because the doctor's really, I know he's gonna have an attack, because I haven't been taking medicine, I haven't been doing anything that he told me, and I'm much healthier now than what I was. But still, there's things that aren't quite right, and I need to understand, what is it? Is it something that I can do something about, or is this is one of these things, the age that's catching up with me now? I say up until 2019, in the way of fighting, I could fight just as good as ever. I mentioned at that time when I quit, I mentioned then that I was a badass. I really was. I never told anybody, because the person that talks like a badass, thinks badass, all this kind of stuff, he's gonna end up losing. What I do, or what I did at that time, up until that time, is when you lose, you lose. And so now, that's when I said, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore. And I say, that's why I even said that I was a badass at that time. But I say, I knew it was coming to the end. And but I say, uh, that's what I'm saying. It's the unknown right now that I'm dealing with, trying to figure out what is going on. And then once I figure out that, hey, they're just getting old and that's it, well, then that's it. I don't need to worry about it anymore. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm got to start readjusting my life and my lifestyle to an older person. But anyway, this is what I'm working on now, and I thought I'd share that with you. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.